The reason why I believe that it is only through obedience that I can receive of God's promise, it is because I have lived a life whereby I had believed God, but without obedience. And I did not receive of any of God's promises upon my life. So I believe this obedience yields blessings, because being there, done that. Now, I want to know from you guys, maybe I'm speaking for you when your case is different. Have you received God's blessings without obedience?
No.
Okay? So we do agree that it is obedience that opens the tap of blessings from God. Glory to Jesus. Let me tell you, as much as now, there could be one who does not believe, but let me tell you, this is what it is, and it will not change. It is like that.
Amen.
Okay? It is only when you obey that you will receive of God's promises.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
That is why I question, you'll find people who suffer from the spirit of lust. And then they will tell you, they come and tell you that, the Spirit of God says this, the Spirit of God says this. There's no Spirit of God that can sit on a person with lust. Do you hear me? The Spirit of God does not share in such a body. No, not at all. So if you get a person who says is a pastor or say what, and then they want to speak all these funny things to you, tempting you with all this nonsense, then you must know. Do you hear me? Okay. Now, it is no longer time that you can just accept lies and lies become true to you. This is the time that we actually now align, we market very clear between lies and the truth. Alright? Because before one would say, I may saw her dom or what. I don't know. I was fooled into believing that he was a man of God. Alright? So we now, you can just be, it's lots of things according to the teachings that God has taken us through that you will be able to pick up when a person is not of God. You love me, keep my commandments. 16 says, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever. Can you now see that you actually have been lying, telling yourself, just saying to yourself, God will help me, God will help me. How? How so? But can you now see? That is why we need to intercede for people, because then on your behalf, God will feel for them. That is why when you pray for people, I don't mean when you lay hands, I mean when you pray for somebody who's going through some stuff, you first will ask God to locate them in his mercy. Ask God to forgive them. And then you ask for that which you want to ask for. Now, only because you are now sitting at the point of obedience. Otherwise, if you also sit at a point of no obedience, also your prayer cannot be heard. be received by those who obey his commandments, those who love him. If you say you love God, you love Jesus, you are to obey his commands. That is how you love him. If you just love him by saying, and this is what I said, God is not moved by what we say, but it is by what we believe. You can only touch God by your faith. That is how you reach to him. Like I say now, I say, he draws you nearer by his love, and you draw him to you by your faith, by believing.